Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakak Kodash. It's the brother Tual Payah from the Providence, Rhode Island camp, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad throughout the whole earth. Just want to go into a little bit of a vent session, I want to say. And in the midst of me speaking, just bringing out some scriptures that may be either quoted or any scriptures that come to my mind, really. And really what I want to talk about is some conversations that I've been having with people. And I've noticed that people are comfortable with telling me their problems and all of that. Which I don't really know why exactly. However, when it comes down to these conversations, I'm hearing a lot more of misery as opposed to excitement when people are talking to me about their lives. And right away, what I think of is Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And this world that we're living in, it's not set up for everyone to benefit. It's only set up for a small number to benefit. And what we are going through on a day-to-day basis, and I'm talking about just so-called regular citizens of the US of A, we are working constantly, trying to pay rent and other bills without really making any type of dent in our debt. And in an aspect, the way you could look at it is we really are just stagnant, doing the same thing over and over and over and over, making other people rich. And it's not real riches, right? People think that money is real riches. But the truth is, real riches comes from these scriptures. And which is why a lot of people that I've been speaking with, they have a hard time coping. They have a hard time understanding why certain things are happening to them. Which, when it comes down to it, as I'm speaking with these people, I feel a lot more grateful of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, because there was a point in time where I was just like them, not knowing why things happen. Now, these people they're not believers, so I'm not sitting there giving them Bible verses, and I'm just using wisdom to give them comforting words, so that it just takes them out of that mood. It's about being it's a part of being empathetic for people, and that's what us Israelites possess, right? We do possess empathy, where we care for others, we feel for others. But reading this again, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, meaning when the Israelites, the elect of the nation of Israel, are in authority or in the position of ruling the world, starting with Yahweh Shai, the people rejoice. And the reason for that rejoicing is because people are going to be benefiting. They're not going to feel as though as they feel now, where they're constantly going through this cycle that never ends, like a hamster on a wheel. And that's how the people of this world currently view us, a bunch of hamsters on a wheel. And when somebody realizes that they're just a hamster on a wheel, and they try to go against that particular activity, the people that run this world try to make their lives live in hell, more of a living hell than it already is. But we are in a point in time where the whole world is mourning, besides a small group of people. the war that's taking place currently, the upwards of the people that's taking place, the pestilences that's taking place, the broken households that are within the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American communities, the abortion rates, the homelessness percentage, and a good amount of those people that are homeless are actually so-called war vets. And the scriptures talk about how you got to take care of, you have to take care of them. But I don't have to go to it. But these things are a product of the wicked ruling the earth. The wicked ruling the earth at this very point in time is to show the whole world what it's like to not have righteous authority, aka what it's like to not have Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the elect running the world. Now, I just want to grab another scripture that just came to mind. I want to grab this real quick. All right, and I just want to go ahead. I want to read this parable dealing with Lazarus and the rich man. Okay, the rich man here, it actually represents Esau. Okay, our top enemy. I actually have notes here too. Could probably confirm that. Yeah, yep. Esau, the elites. Yep. But I'm gonna read Luke 16 and 19. It says, there was a certain man, a certain rich man, which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. So this man is rich, not because of his own power, but because the power to become rich was given to him, right? Through unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. Okay, that's how he has been made rich. Purple and fine linen, that goes into royalty attire. So this rich man, he's lofty right now. The elites, the Amalekites, the house of Esau, they are lofty right now because they are in that seat of authority. Continuing, says verse 20, and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores. And this Lazarus here represents the nation of Israel. And notice had made mention that Lazarus was a beggar. Now, if you think of beg, you're thinking of pleading. Okay, let me just click these notes here. I want to make sure. So the sores, as is showed in the notes, right, it represents the curses that the nation of Israel has to endure for a time and a time's time. Now, what does Lazarus beg for? He begs for righteousness. He begs for mercy. He begs for justice. He begs and begs. The rich man, the one that's in that seat of authority. You know, all these sores, these curses is devouring the children of Israel because they are walking in a particular manner that's not pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High is tormenting a lot of Israelites right now because they have forsook and continually forsake the Most High. And how do they forsake the Most High? By not taking heed to his prophets, to his messengers. But verse 21 says, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table, moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. So these crumbs, they could represent these the land, the crops, the good ass food, because Jake gets fed bullshit. Could represent things that Jake desires that the so-called white man or the elites actually possess. Because the elites and any of those people that got mad mad money. They live a luxurious lifestyle, man. They live like kings. They live like kings. I'm talking about they got waiters and just whole types of servants and whatnot. They go through different treatments, massages, and spas, and all of that shit. You know, and hey, Jake just want a piece. Jake just want to be cool. But really, the only way for Jake to obtain some stuff like that is if they give up the Most High and start following the ways of Satan and start doing perverse things and persuading others to do perverse things. That's the only way, really. That's the only way. Let me see. Now, these dogs are representing heathen, okay, which are also our enemies. Psalms, the 83rd chapter, goes into the enemies of the nation of Israel. They lick the sores, aka they make our lives a living hell. Let me see what I put here for a note. Yeah. Yep, they benefit by making our lives a living hell. You see. But there will be a point in time where all of these things that we're going through currently will change. And that's the comforting aspect. That's the comforting aspect. We seek for something eternal. Not we don't seek for something that actually is tangible and is capable of perishing here in this world. We look for a new world where indwelleth righteousness. And Lord willing, we can get that scripture to close out after I finish off this parable here. But it reads, verse 22, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. And the rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. So a lot of people mistaking this parable here as a thing that literally took place. But again, it's a parable. It's not something that is literal. So no, there's not a place where people go and are burning. Okay, when someone perishes, they go into the spirit realm, where it's written in Job, even the oppressor and the oppressed are dwelling together. You can read that in the book of Job. I don't have to go and get that. But this is saying that the roles will be reversed, that the beggar Lazarus is the one that will be in a position where the rich man is going to wish to be in. As it's written that the rich man had wished for his tongue to be cooled off, as he's being tormented in the flame. That flame just represents adversity, okay, tribulation. These devils that are ruling the society right now, they are in a position where they don't even know what it feels like to suffer. But when the elect of the nation of Israel rises after Yahushua comes and changes them as in the twinkle of an eye, these devils, their associates, they will finally feel that pain, man. They will feel that pain, and they're gonna wish that they never did what they had done. Okay, so I'm gonna grab another scripture. And I'm gonna close it out here. Okay, so this is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13, and it reads. Actually, I should read a little bit up. Verse 12. It says, "Looking forward and hasting unto the coming day of Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." Actually, I have to read up, man. I have to read up. Salakia. I'll read verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." And this is describing the effects of the intercontinental ballistic missiles touching America. These intercontinental ballistic missiles are going to be sent over here to America because America will be in an entire war. Okay, the scriptures or the Bible defines it as World War III or Armageddon. Okay, now it says here that the elements shall melt with fervent heat, that the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Now, this is not talking about the entire earth. Again, this is referring to America. Now, there will be other parts of the earth being set on fire, like the land of Israel, to be specific. All right, but this is not referring to the entire earth. Now, continuing, it says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" And this is why it's comforting, because we look forward to the destruction of this damn place. We look forward to the end of our suffering. And we know, hey, whether we get taken alive by Yahweh Shai or whether we perish, we know that something greater is coming. Verse 12, "Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." So knowing that these things that are around us are going to get tore up, we ought to be walking in a particular manner, fearing the Lord. Verse 13, and I'm going to close here. "Nevertheless, we, the hopeful elect, according to his promise, look for the new heavens and the new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness." So I'm going to cut it short there. I hope it was edifying to whoever tunes in. And I want to really give all praises, honor, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.